Hey guys, what is up? It is Sunday, June 19th, 2016. Money in the Bank 2016 just wrapped up. And yeah, easily my most favorite WWE pay-per-view of the year. If you weren't watching or if you weren't following it, you're going to find out why. I'm pretty sure all this sports stuff on my walls and stuff in the background is a pretty big indicator of why it is easily my favorite pay-per-view of the year. But let's break it down match by match on the kickoff show. Golden Truth versus Breezango, a rivalry really nobody cares about. Golden Truth, R-Truth, and Goldust kind of been on a losing streak after teasing for like months that they were going to form a new team. Breezango, though, I find them very entertaining, but tonight was not their night. Golden Truth got the win. Don't really care. The storyline really was kind of stupid. Breezango is very entertaining, but hopefully Breezango can go on and move on to somebody else and actually become a legit tag team maybe, and Golden Truth can continue being their comedy act. After that, the Lucha Dragons took on the Dudley Boys on the kickoff show, and the Lucha Dragons got the win. Kind of made sense here. Dudley Boys are already established, and maybe WWE is going to split them up because they haven't really done anything since they came back. Lucha Dragons needed the win, in my opinion. Hopefully they can get reinserted in that tag team championship picture sometime down the road, because their match, that ladder match at TLC with the New Day, Usos, and Lucha Dragons was phenomenal. Shows what Lucha Dragons can do when shown on a big stage like that, and hopefully this win helps them get there. After that, it was the Fatal 4-Way WWE Tag Team Championship match. New Day versus the Vaudevillains versus the Bullet Club versus Enzo and Big Cass. Sorry, I'm losing my voice from all the excitement, but anyway, New Day retains the titles over the Vaudevillains, the Bullet Club, and Enzo and Big Cass. Solid match, fun way to open up the main show, and I think this is probably going to set up for Bullet Club versus Bullet Club versus New Day potentially later down the road, or they may throw in all these teams again at SummerSlam into like a TLC match. I thought that's what they're going to do at WrestleMania with the Usos, the New Day, and the Lucha Dragons. But maybe they're saving that for SummerSlam, a huge tag team championship like TLC match at their biggest pay-per-view of the summer. I'm not really sure what WWE is going to do with their tag team division at the moment. There's a lot of talented tag teams in it, so I'm pretty sure any option they decide to go with will be will satisfy a lot of fans. After that, Baron Corbin defeated Dolph Ziggler. Match was fine. Storyline I thought kind of went on way too long, but anyway, Corbin gets the win over Dolph Ziggler. Hopefully this means that the storyline is now over and Corbin can move on to bigger and better things. He's been built up pretty nicely. I mean, there's been a few questionable booking decisions during his time on the main roster, but winning the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal and then winning this feud with Dolph Ziggler obviously is a step in the right direction for him. So I'd like to see what WWE has in store for him now that his feud with Dolph Ziggler is hopefully over. After that, it was the women's tag team match between Charlotte and Dana Brooke, taking on a team of Natalya and Becky Lynch. Okay match overall. Really shocked that the belt was not on the line. I figured that with this whole women's revolution that they would try to put the belt on the line at least every pay-per-view, but not the case. They went the tag team match, and in the end, Charlotte and Dana Brooke got the win over Natalya and Becky Lynch. After the match, Natalya snaps, goes berserk on Becky Lynch, so it looks like a rivalry between these two has been set up, and that leaves the door open for a possible Sasha Banks-Charlotte rivalry heading into SummerSlam. After that, Apollo Crews took on Sheamus, and he defeated Sheamus. Pretty entertaining match. Really showcased the athletic ability of Apollo Crews. Really made sense. Sheamus, the established guy, Apollo Crews, called it from NXT. Hasn't really had a big feud until now on the main roster, so it only made sense for him to get the win, and I'm guessing they're going to continue this feud. I don't know if Sheamus is going to take some time off to go promote the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie still, or what. But yeah, Crews gets the win on a pretty big pay-per-view in Money in the Bank. After that, it was the AJ Styles versus John Cena match. Pretty solid match overall. I was expecting a lot more. Maybe I was just expecting what Cena and Owens did at, I think, Money in the Bank last year, but AJ Styles and John Cena still deliver in the ring. Very fun, very entertaining match. I thought could have gone both ways. The end though was stupid. I hated it. The ref kind of like botched his spot. He was getting in position to get accidentally knocked down, and as we all know, Styles signed that contract saying that Gallows and Anderson would not interfere in the match. But the ref goes down, Gallows and Styles come in, take out Cena. They throw Styles on there, ref gets back in the ring, counts 1, 2, 3, Styles gets the win. It was a really good match up until that point, except the ending I thought was just so dumb. It leaves the door open for a rematch, which is obviously going to happen, but I'd prefer to get one of these guys, just get like a clean win instead of the run-in and the ref going down. Did not like that decision, but still a good match overall. After that, it was the Money in the Bank ladder match. Sami Zayn taking on Kevin Owens, taking on Alberto Del Rio, taking on Cesaro, taking on Chris Jericho, taking on my boy, Cincinnati's own Dean Ambrose. And really entertaining match. Loved it. Loved the cool spots. Owens smashing Ambrose with a frog splash onto a ladder. Cesaro doing the giant swing with, I think it was Jericho, into a ladder. And then Ambrose dropping a massive elbow from the top of the ladder. A lot of cool spots, fun match, really entertaining match. I mean, there's really no such thing as a bad Money in the Bank match. This was a really good match. Up there for almost match of the night in my opinion. You'll see why I say almost, but in the end, my boy Dean Ambrose climbs the ladder, grabs the briefcase, and is Mr. Money in the Bank. I called this back in my Extreme Rules video, and finally, a prediction I had came true. Ambrose wins Money in the Bank, and I was going crazy at this point. Thinking, alright, Ambrose Money in the Bank, let's see what he does with his briefcase. And we would see what he does later that night. After that, it was Rusev taking on Titus O'Neil for the United States Championship. The match was okay. I also had the NBA Finals on, so I was kind of like tuning in between the pay-per-view and the basketball game most of the night, but the game was coming down to the wire, so I was just checking the screen for the pay-per-view to see who was ahead, and Rusev got the win, made Titus O'Neil tap. I'm not sure if this storyline or if this match was just to keep Rusev busy until somebody challenges Rusev potentially up for SummerSlam. But yeah, O'Neil, I guess he could challenge Rusev again, but he tapped out, so I'm guessing that's not going to happen. I really don't know what they're going to do with the U.S. title at this point. I guess they could throw in O'Neil again, get him a rematch or something. That is just something we'll have to wait and see, but Rusev's still the United States Champion. After that, the WWE Championship match between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. Really good match, fun to watch, very entertaining. Rollins countered one of Roman Reigns' spears into a pedigree, which is sick. And Roman Reigns went charging full force at Seth Rollins outside the ring and missed and just looked like went head first into the barricade. That was really painful. The doctor was coming in to check on him. And it was at this point I thought that maybe Dean Ambrose was going to cash in and like pin Reigns since the doctors were checking on him, but that was not the case. The match continued. Rollins pins Reigns, wins the WWE Championship. I'm thinking, okay, I guess they're not going to do it because Rollins looked pretty alright. Didn't seem like loopy or anything. And so he's celebrating. He has the belt. And then Dean Ambrose music hits. Immediately the crowd explodes. The camera focuses on the Titantron. You see Dean Ambrose's video package on the Jumbotron. His music's playing. The showrun's face is waiting. And then the crowd gets really loud again. Ambrose sneaks in from behind in the back of the ring, drills Rollins with the briefcase, goes outside, hands the briefcase to the ref, tells him he is cashing in his contract. Ref rings the bell. The match begins. Ambrose 30 Ds to Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3. New WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Cincinnati's own Dean Ambrose, baby. New champ. I was going berserk. I was so happy. Yeah, even though wrestling is like fake, it's scripted, it's still athletic, it's still fun to watch, it's very entertaining, and when you have like a hometown person to root for, you're all in on them. And yeah, Reds haven't won the World Series since 1990, before I was born. Bengals have not won the Super Bowl, but Dean Ambrose wins the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. I am stoked. I saw it live. I could not believe it. I was going crazy. You would have thought the Reds and the Bengals just won the World Series and Super Bowl respectively, but Dean Ambrose, oh my god, cashes in the Money in the Bank contract. Your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion, and I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. I got to get up early for work, but I don't know if I'm going to sleep. I I'm just so excited, and it just definitely has the door wide open for that possible Shield triple threat. Personally, I'd prefer they save that for WrestleMania, but if WWE decides to roll with that for SummerSlam, I'm not going to complain. Yeah, great show in my opinion. Obviously, I mean, look at all those resident Bengals. Even got an FC Cincinnati autograph right there. I'm all in for Cincinnati. All in for Dean Ambrose, your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Go check out Money in the Bank. You will not be disappointed.